Welcome back to our channel, guys. So today we'll be solving common step problem, and I'm not exactly sure about this question if it came in code data beforehand or not, but this was a sample problem, so let's just get it over with. Moving on to the problem description, a child is running up a staircase with n steps and can hop either one step, two steps, or three steps at a time. Implement a method to count how many possible ways the child can run up the stairs. Okay, so we have two test cases, but we don't have a problem description, so let's make one. Suppose the child want to go to the 0th step. Okay. Now there's only one way. He doesn't move. If he wants to go to the first step, then again there's only one way. He can take one step. If he wants to go to the second step, now there are two ways possible. That will be he can either take one in one step, or he can directly just take two. Okay. So in total we have two steps possible. Now, if he wants to go to the third step, now how many ways are possible? He can take one, one and one, or he can take one or two, or he can take two or one. This will count because now since one and two are and two and one are different, because basically the ways will become different. Okay. So, or he can directly take a three steps directly. Okay, so there's in total four ways. And as for if he wants to go to the fourth step, there are four ways possible. Let's just check them out. He can actually directly take one, 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 and one. Okay, he can either go like this: one, one, and two, two, one, and one, one, two, and one. These are the four ways, and after that, he can do like this: two and two, or one and three, three and one. So how many ways we have? Three, four, seven. All right. So these are the seven ways possible. And just a reminder, we don't have to print all the ways, we just have to print how many possible ways are there. We don't have to print the ways. Okay, sorry, we just have to print the possible ways. Now, if I want to, I can easily do this question with recursion, but let me tell you that the complexity of that will be pretty high. The complexity will become 3n, but I'll just implement that, so it will become a lot easier for me to convert a program from recursion to dynamic programming. Okay. So we'll have our input in. Okay, and after that, I'll make a function count, and we'll just print what count returned. Count is supposed to return the total number of ways to us. Okay, now let's make our function count. So firstly, we have to make the base conditions. Base conditions for when the code should stop while doing recursion. Firstly, I'm just using recursion. Okay, so if n is equal to 0, or n is equal to 1, we should return 1. If n is equal to 2, we should return 2, because if we want to move to second step, then there are only two ways possible, and if you want to move to the 0th or first step, we have one way possible. Okay, otherwise what we can do is we can simply return count n minus 1 plus count n minus 2 plus count n minus 3. What this will do is it will make different stacks. It will make all the possible paths there can be. So as for suppose when our input was 3, right? One function will call this count n minus 1. This will actually go in the form of like this: count n minus 1 will be 2 plus count n minus 2 will be 1 plus count 0. Now count 2 will return me 2, as we know that if n equals to 2 will be returned 2, so our answer will come 2. Count 1 will return me 1, as we have already put that as our base condition, and count 0 will return me 1. So this is our recursive code. Let's just execute for once and check it out. Okay, will it work? I think it will work. Let's just check it again. Okay, suppose our input is 3. Okay, the output is 4, and if the input is 4, output is 7. Okay, so this is working correctly. and I'm pretty sure it will work for all the condition. But as we can see, the complexity for this is going to be 3 raised to the power n. Okay, but we want to minimize that because we will probably get time limit exceeded for large conditions as we don't have the constraints here. Okay, so I now want to convert this into a dynamic approach. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll actually just make an array. This can actually be a tutorial for how to convert a recursive code to dynamic programming code, sorry. Okay, sorry, I'll just make a list way, and I'll the size of it should be n plus 1. I just comment all of this, but I am going to use all of this to convert my code. So I'll just make way with the size of n. Okay, now I'll put my positions. For way 0 it should be equal to 0, for way 1 it should be equal to 1, and for way 2 it should be equal to 2. Okay, oh sorry, way 0 it should be equal to 1. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'll iterate from the range of 3 to n, from I in range of 3 to n. What it will do is it will keep on calculating all the possible ways there are for each step till we reach n, because n will be n will be summation of its predecessors, its the three predecessors. It will be sum of those ways. Okay, so for I in range of 3 to n plus 1, what we need to do is the new the third step, basically the third step, it will be a sum of I minus 1, I minus 2, and I minus 3. So I'll just add all of these. I'm actually doing the same thing that I did at recursion, but it will reduce my complexity drastically. And since I am printing below, I'll just return way of sorry way of n. uh, just to be clear, this was the sorry this was the recursive approach, and this is our new dynamic programming approach. Okay, we have initialized way. After that we have put on some base conditions. After that we kept on iterating. Okay, I think that will work. Let's try to execute this again. Sorry, for 3 4 and for 4 7. Okay, that's a very simple code that we have prepared, and I know many of you must have already found it out, but this question is pretty much similar to Fibonacci series. Okay, the only difference here is that in Fibonacci series you have to, the sum is between the two previous numbers, but in this, since they mentioned us that three possible ways are possible, he can, three ways are possible. He can either hop one step or two step or three step. So that this line was the only thing that made it different from Fibonacci, and to be, more precise, only this third step. And if you have encountered a question where they might even say that you have four step or five step, you all need to do this thing because this is the only required knowledge for this question. This is very similar to Fibonacci, and that's what we only did here. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.